ideally, how is this done? You've mentioned computer a couple times. What are they doing? Are they strapping us into one of those things that you see in the movies? Plugging the brain with stuff like what? Yeah, I know. Like the more we get into this, the more someone designed these movies for the future. So, what would a driver, if a driver had to go through this test, what would they be expected? What should they be expecting?
Yeah, it's touchscreen computer, no computer skills required, and they're guided by an instructor through the whole process.
Okay.
The 6 tasks they need to perform, they also have an opportunity to practice. And part of the instructor's responsibility is to make sure that they grasp the concept of the evaluation. And for most evaluations, tasks, it's as simple as pushing down on the button on the base pad and then reaching up and touching the screen. And it's judging their reaction time, their accuracy, their peripheral vision, their short-term memory as well, to make sure that they can react and respond appropriately. And all of the 6 tasks are related to the essential requirements for driving safe.
Okay, so they don't have to actually know anything about computer. Nothing's being hooked up to them per se. We're not putting things in your body. So they would just need to. So how reliable is this? Because we all know computers crash every day. Mine's crashed. I don't know how many. So how reliable is this computer test? Like, who's testing the computer to make sure this is reliable? We wouldn't want someone to lose their job or be not given a job because of a computer that was maybe failing. So is there a test for a way? How do you know that's reliable, or how do they know it's reliable?
Yeah, so the company is responsible. So Empirica, formerly DriveAble, their team are responsible for ensuring that the equipment is calibrated properly and set up properly. If there are any glitches or issues with the machine, then that would be reported to the software team at Empirica, and then they would have to look into the device. The machine, we're not setting up this program to disqualify people as well. The idea behind this program is to identify if somebody is at a higher risk. And there are companies that do other types of programs like pre-hire medical evaluations, physical abilities testing. So there's a lot of other pre-hire assessment tools that are being utilized in the trucking industry. This is just another option for what they could use. And the idea is that we're not here to disqualify somebody. We're just here to identify whether or not there's a high enough risk associated with their score, and the computerized assessment isn't the final score for them. Okay. So long as if they score within a certain range, they do a road evaluation as well. And then the road evaluation score paired with the in-office vitals assessment is what it's called. Those 2 scores combined will give the company the objective risk score for that person, so that then they can look at, okay, well, does this person fall into our level of comfort based on the score of putting them on the road? Also, pairing their performance on the road is very important, because this program also will distinguish whether or not it's a trainable error or a competency defining error.
Right.
Based on the type of errors being made on the road, to a point where it identifies even hazardous errors, which evaluators would do that as well, noticing that they have to take control of a vehicle. But at least it's scored and reported back to the company in an official report. And the nice thing about the road test is that it gets redesigned by the company, by Empirica, to be able to push someone's cognitive functions. So the nice thing about that is that you're not getting a road test that somebody just throws together. You're actually getting a scientifically validated road test that's standardized now for the organization. So all applicants are treated equally. So it actually turns this program into more of an equal and fair opportunity for individuals to be able to be employed. But it looks at hiring the best people, but it also looks at hiring the people who maybe only require trainable bad habits.